Today we will start our new paper, that is digital principles. Okay, so this is our syllabus copy. Okay, so totally we are having 5 units in that. So before going to see this syllabus, first we are going to check out the introduction part of digital principles. Okay, so here digital principles is nothing but whatever the syllabus covered in this paper, that is completely related to the electronics paper. Okay, so remember that thing. So this is not a computer subject, this is completely related to the electronics paper. Remember that point. Okay, so here electronics paper is nothing but it's not maybe tough. Okay, it's very easy paper. Okay, just you can concentrate on that paper only. Okay, so you should concentrate on that subject, so automatically you may get the out marks. Okay, so it's very completely dead easy subject matter. This is completely this is not completely in theoretical part, and this is not completely in numerical part. So in that the first two units are covered in mathematical part, that is numerical part, and the remaining part whatever the 3 units we have, so that is completely related to the theoretical part. So depends on the diagrams, we have the diagrams will be there in that. So depends on the diagram, so you can check out the procedure. Okay, so simple thing, and in that each unit cover the numerical problems also. Okay, so that means digital electronics paper having the numerical also. Remember that point. Okay, so here first, before going to see this syllabus, so first you should learn something about digital. Okay, so here we have to check out that what is meant by digital. Okay, so digital principles is nothing but, so we can call it as our paper as digital electronics also. Okay, so here what is meant by digital. Okay, you should learn about the what is meant by digital. So before going to see this digital, first you should learn one thing, that is nothing but signals. Okay, so what is meant by signal you should learn. So from that you can learn the digital also. Okay, so signals is nothing but, or what is meant by signal means, signal is nothing but which carries some information. Okay, so what is meant by signal, it carries some information, that is called as the signal. Okay, so what is meant by signal, so which signal having, or which one carries some information, that is called as the signal. Okay, so generally what is the best example for signals means, as we know that the signals are generally we can call it as like a wires or lines or cables. Okay, so these are the best example for the signals. Okay, so what is meant by actually signal, it carries some information, right? That means it here also wires is nothing but, what is meant by wire, in generally we are using in home appliances, right, wires. So what is meant by wire means, it carries the flow of current, right? Wire is nothing but, what is the main action of wire, so it just carries the current. So signal is nothing but which carries some information. What is that information means, so depends on that device, depends on that signals we are having, the information is different. Okay, so if you are taking the signal as example with if you are taking wire as example with the signal, so then automatically it carries the information as current. Okay, so cables also, it may be carries the some information, lines also carries the some information. So totally what is meant by signal, so signal is nothing but which carries some information, that is, or which passes some information through that, that is called as the signal. Okay, so depends on this information. Okay, so according to that information, these signals are classified into 2 types. Okay, so we have the categories for these signals. So what are the categories means, one is analog signal and another one is digital signal. Okay, so what is meant by signal means that is some information it carries. So these can be classified into two types, one is analog and another one is digital. Okay, so what is meant by analog and what is meant by digital means, so analog is nothing but, so this is also one type of signal, right? So this, which signals are having or which signals are carries continuous type of time and continuous form of amplitude. Okay, so what is meant by analog signal? So analog signal is nothing but which signals are, so signals is nothing but generally that can be represented in the diagrammatically is nothing but waveform representation, that may be sine wave or maybe square wave or maybe triangular wave also. Okay, so that means signals are maybe represented in like this notation. Okay, so here also what is meant by analog, so which signals are having the continuous time and continuous amplitude, that signals are, we can call it as the analog signals. Okay, so what is meant by analog signal, so which signals are having continuous time and continuous amplitude, so that signals we can call it as the analog signal. So time already you knows, right? So here amplitude is nothing but, how can we calculate this amplitude value means, so amplitude is nothing but other name we can refer as, that is voltage levels. That means which signals are having the continuous time and continuous voltage, that signals we can call it as the analog signal. So what is the best example for analog signal is nothing but, the best example for analog signal is sine wave. Okay, so what is the diagrammatical representation of sine wave? How can we represent that sine wave representation means in diagrammatically? So we can represent the sine wave in diagrammatical is like this. Sine wave, this is the sine wave diagrammatical representation. So here we have to represent two values for analog signal. So one is time and another one is voltage or amplitude. So time as usual we can represented by always in x-axis, and voltage value we can represented in always in y-axis. Okay, so this is the analog signal. So now coming to the digital part. So our subject name is also digital electronics, right? So coming to digital part. So which signals are having discontinuous time and discontinuous amplitude. Okay, that means it is exactly opposite to the analog signal. Right, so analog is nothing but which is having continuous time and continuous amplitude, but coming to the digital, this is completely opposite to the analog part, that is nothing but which signals are having discontinuous time as well as discontinuous amplitude. Okay, so that signals we can call it as the digital signals. Okay, so that means it is exactly opposite to the analog signal. This is having the continuous time, that means time values and voltage values will be uniformly changes. That means simultaneously that both the values will be changes here. But here in digital part it is having the discontinuous time. So but another name will be also there for this discontinuous, that is also we can call it as discrete time and discrete amplitude. So discrete is nothing but discontinuous. Okay, so here digital signals are nothing but this one. So how can we represent it in diagrammatical of digital signal means, so we can represent it in digital signal in diagrammatical is, that is represented by in square wave signal like this. Okay, so here also we can represent it in y-axis, that is voltage levels, and in x-axis we are represented the time values. Okay, so but coming to the digital part, this is in discontinuous way, and that means it is in not continuous formation. So that means while coming to analog part, here in each between in each interval, so that means we have each interval in between first to second interval, and second to third interval. So that means in between each width, whatever the width we are having, whatever the interval or whatever the gap we are having in between each part, so that is will be equal. Okay, so that will be equal strength. So that is nothing but here it will be uniformly changes. But coming to the discontinuous part or digital signal, so here it's not in uniform notation. So it is nothing but always it will be changes. Okay, so in between each interval the width or maybe gap that will be may not equal. Okay, so that will not be equal part. Remember that point. So this is continuously changes, but this is discontinuously changes, and in between each interval may not be having the same interval. Okay, so here also the discontinuous and digital signals are represented in discrete notation. So that discrete notation we can represent it by either zeros and ones. Okay, here digital signals are represented always in binary notations. Binary notations is nothing but zeros and ones. Okay, we have the two numbers, that is 0 and 1. The 0 and 1 will be called it as the binary numbers. So that's why the digital signal is always represented in numerical notation. Okay, remember that point. So analog form is always represented by wave notation, that is in continuous form, and coming to digital part, this is in always discrete notation. So that's why we can represent it in either zeros or ones. So how can we represent that 0 and 1 signal in diagrammatically means, so 0 will be called as the low signal and 1 will be called as the high signal. Okay, so here this is the high signal part and this is the low signal part. Is it right? This is the low signal part. So 0 here we can mention and 1 will be mentioned as here. Okay, so this is the digital signal. So that means in digital electronics we have to represent the waveform notation is always like this. That means here we can represent all the notations, we can represent it in zeros and ones. Okay, so what is meant by digital? Digital is nothing but which signals are having the discontinuous time and discontinuous amplitude, that will be represented in discrete notation. So that is in binary form, so either zeros or ones. So that will be called as the digital signals. Okay, so this is the introduction part of our subject. So now coming to the syllabus. So totally you have the 5 units in that. So the first unit and the second unit may carries 2 units. So this is completely, first unit completely numerical part, and the second unit in that first unit is numerical part. But coming to second unit of second unit, that is combinational logic, and third unit, fourth unit, fifth unit, these all units will be related to the circuit part. So that means we have one diagram and after that we will explain the theory part. Okay, so this is very dead easy subject ma, just you should concentrate on that topic. That is a very important thing in that. Okay, so in the coming to unit 1, that is binary system. Just now I explained what is binary. So binary system is nothing but which system consists of, or which system can represent that signals in either zeros and ones, that system we can call it as binary system. Okay, so now coming to the first topic in that is digital system. So from in the next class we have to discuss about the each and every topic. Okay, so this is the complete introduction part. So just concentrate on this subject. Okay, so this is not in complete in theory part and not in completely numerical part. Okay, so you have half of the numerical and half of the theoretical part. Okay, so this is the complete introduction part of your subject. Thank you.